to our podcast. My name is Saudi Alifa.
And my name is Azkara Dania Zahra.
Thanks for joining us today. And today we are going to talk about public speaking.
The topic that can make some people excited and others immediately nervous.
Okay, honestly, when a teacher says, "Who wants to present first?" I suddenly become impossible.
Same. Suddenly I find the world very interesting.
Exactly. So today we are going to talk about our experiences with public speaking and why it's challenges and how we can improve it.
Sounds great. Let's get started.
Yay! Okay, Sas. Do you remember your first presentation?
Yes, I do. I was really nervous.
Me too. I remember standing in front of the class and forgetting what I want to say.
I think that's something many students experience.
Nightly. Sometimes we know the material, but when everyone is looking at you, our minds suddenly go blank.
Exactly. It's not that we don't know the topic. We're just nervous, right?
Nah, and when we are nervous, we tend to overthink everything.
That's true.
Yes. No. Why do you think people get nervous when speaking in public?
I think many people are afraid of being judged.
I agree.
Sometimes we worry about making mistakes or saying something wrong.
Or forgetting what we plan to say. But Sas, I've realized something.
What's that?
When other people are presenting, I don't pay attention to every little mistake they make.
That's actually true.
And most of the time, I'm focused on understanding the presentation.
Sam, I think we have often much harder ourselves than other people are.
That's a really good point.
For me, the hardest part is the beginning.
The first few seconds?
Yes, before I start speaking, my heart beats so fast.
I can relate to that. I can relate.
But after speaking for a minute or two, I usually feel more comfortable.
Same here. And once the presentation starts, the nervousness slowly decreases.
It's like our minds finally realize that everything is okay.
Exactly. Okay, Sas. Since nervousness is so common, how do you usually deal with it?
I remind myself that being nervous is normal.
That's a good point.
Yes, because if I focus too much on being nervous, I become even more nervous.
That's true. That's true.
What about you?
For me, preparation helps a lot.
Really?
Yes. When I understand the topic well, I feel more confident.
I agree. Preparation doesn't remove all the nervousness, but it definitely helps.
Yes. And another thing that helps me is taking a deep breath before I start.
That's actually a very simple but useful tip.
Yes. Sometimes we just need a few seconds to calm ourselves down.
Exactly. I think it's important to remember that the audience isn't our enemy.
I like that. I like that.
Yes, they're usually listening because they want to learn something, not because they want to judge us.
Yes, that's a great way to look at it.
Okay. People always say, practice make perfect.
And honestly, I used to think that was just something teachers say.
Sam.
Yes, but the more presentation I did, the more comfortable I become.
Exactly. I still get nervous, but not as much as before.
And I think confidence comes from experience.
I agree that more we practice, the more familiar public speaking becomes.
And when something becomes familiar, it feels less scary.
That's absolutely true.
Yes. Okay, Sas. No, when you hear the word good speaker, okay? What
Okay.
comes to your mind?
Someone who can communicate clearly, maybe.
Interesting. And so it's not only about confidence?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, can you explain?
Sir, someone can look very confident, but if the audience doesn't understand the message, that the communication isn't effective.
Yes, that's a really good point.
Yes, I think a good speaker know how to explain ideas as a simple and understandable way,
I completely agree.
and they know how to connect with the audience.
Yes, some speakers aren't loud or dramatic, but people still enjoy listening to them.
Yes, because they clear, organized, and easy to understand.
Exactly.
I also think that listening is an important part of communication.
That's interesting. Yes.
Yes, a good speaker should also be good listener, right?
I never thought about it that way, but it makes sense. Okay, and some students think public speaking is only useful for a presentation.
But actually useful in many part of life.
For example,
For example, maybe job interview,
that's a good one.
group discussion, meetings, and even everyday conversations.
Yeah, I agree. And being able to express your ideas clearly is valuable skill.
Yes, and it's a skill we'll probably use for the rest of our lives.
Yes, definitely. Okay, now here's a question. Do you think public speaking is a talent or a skill?
I think it's a skill
It's a skill? Why?
because I've seen people who were very shy become a confident speaker over time.
That's true.
Yes, if they can improve, it means public speaking can be learned.
I agree, and some people might start with more confidence than others.
Yes, but everyone can improve with practice.
Exactly. Okay, so after everything we've discussed, what's the biggest lesson you learned about public speaking?
That making mistakes is completely normal.
I like that.
Yes, nobody is perfect, right? And mistakes are part of learning.
Yes, and for me, the biggest lesson is that confidence doesn't come before action.
It comes after actions.
Exactly. The more we practice, the more confident we become.
And the more confident we become, the easier public speaking feels.
Okay, guys. So, if you're afraid of public speaking, don't worry. You are definitely not alone.
Every confident speaker starts somewhere.
And nobody becomes good overnight.
Just keep practicing, keep learning, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, okay?
Yes. Okay, thank you so much for listening to our podcast.
We hope you enjoy today's conversation.
And see you in our next episode. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.